Hello everyone, just letting everybody in. As always, unless you want to make a cameo in a recording, just keep yourself muted. I mean, it's no problem with me. If you want to make a cameo, you do you. Take up space, it's fine. But if not, just keep yourselves muted. Also, let me know if you can hear me okay. Just pop a message in the chat if the music's all right and you can hear me. And we will get started. So we're going to start off either with a chair or a wall modification. I'll demonstrate both because if you don't have a chair or a sofa, I'm assuming you've got a wall unless you're outside, which you might struggle. So we're going to start off. Two options for your chair. You can either be on the knees, and first of all, we're just going to be opening out, rotating the arms, or you can be full, which I think is what I'm going to go for, or you can be on the wall, like so. Again, just positioning your feet where it feels good. You've got the right amount of load through the shoulders, and then you can open that up. So pick your option. We're going to go with about 4 or 5 on each side, just really opening up those arms, just to get ourselves started, just to let the spine know that we're going to move it a little bit. So, like I say, pick your option. I'm going to go for this one today, just in that high plank position. And I'm just going to open up my arms, nice and big, spending a couple of seconds at that top position there, and then I'm going to change sides. Just like so. We have got Olivia with us today. She's teasing. I've seen one tooth in the bottom coming through. So she has been a little bit grumpy, which means that she's still fine because she is the most chilled baby ever. So just opening those arms out. Let's have one more on each side. Hello. Awesome, just relax yourself for a second. I'll demo the next. Again, can be chair on the knees, chair on the feet, or on the wall. We're going to push back, so I want nice rounding in the back. It's almost like when you do cat in yoga, but on stilts. You feel really high up. So pushing away works the same on the wall, so that upper back's nice and rounded, works the same on the knees. We're going to push away, and then we're going to let those hips drop right down towards the chair or sink them right into the wall. We're going to move through that. Nice deep breaths in and out, 3 or 4 times, and then we're just going to add a little kick back to it. I'll tell you when. So pushing away from whatever surface you are using, really getting those shoulders away from the ears, and then letting those hips sink right down. Nice breath. Letting those abs stretch out, and then pushing back. Again. I'm on my tiptoes, so that feels nice for me, but if you prefer your feet flat, then do that instead. And then bringing the hips back. Tilt the head if that feels good. 2 more times with this. Pushing it away. Nice long arms, like you were really disgusted with that chair or that wall and you didn't want it anywhere near you. Push it right away. And then make friends with it again by thrusting your hips towards it. Oh, what comes out of my mouth in these classes? One more time. Okay, sink those hips back down, and then option, don't have to take it, just release one of those legs out. Works the same on the knees, works the same on the wall. Just release one, and then push it back, same position. And then other leg. The other one. One more time. Or one more time of each. Pushing back. Release that leg. Lower back. We are going to bend you today. Pushing through. and then bringing it up. Relax yourself, just gotta let somebody else in. Oh, I'm sorry, Carla, you've missed 5 minutes. Lovely. Okay, we're up on the feet now. Grab yourselves a drink. We're going to use our arms to rotate around the body. We're going to fix our eyes on a point. So you guys will all be fixing your eyes on me because you'll be watching what I'm doing. Because we want some movement in the neck, and we're going to do that by moving around the neck, keeping the eyes locked in place. So it's a side step or lunge, and then with nice long arms, hands can be however you use them. We're going to move the arms right round to the side, big rotation, and then bring it back to the middle. I quite like to imagine that I'm just holding a little box. If you want to hold something, you can, if you've got something spare, and you're just moving it round to the back of you in that straight rotation. Eyes are fixed. And move around my neck, like that. 6 right leg stepping out, and then we're going to change to the other side. So arms nice and long towards me. Stepping, keep those eyes focused on me and move those arms round and then step it back. And again, we're moving that upper back and that spine all the way around, but with that head lock, we're just getting a different movement around the neck without even moving the neck. So handy. One more, and then we're going to swap sides. Lovely. I don't like to alternate side stepping because I feel like I'm going to trip over something. Quite closed in with some of the bits in here, chair, baby, air conditioner. Other side, that's it. Eyes locked on me, move those arms around. Just a pre-warning, I feel like a sneeze is coming on, so that might come in a minute. Don't be alarmed. Or it might go away now I've scared it, I've said something about it. So reach those arms right round. 2 more. And then we're going down to a kneeling position on the floor. Double kneeling. If you don't like kneeling, stay standing, do the same arms. If you think you feel a bit funny, you can pop a little cushion or a blanket under there. We're going down double kneeling, like so. I'll show you from the side. We're just going to reach both arms up, and as they go up, we can tip back a little bit. Toes can be tucked or flat, whichever feels comfortable. With my toes flat, sometimes it gets a bit crampy and then I have to change, and then I might have to change again. So just reaching both arms straight up the middle, little lean back. 5 or 6 times, nice breath in and out, don't hold it in. It's almost like that weird game where you have to pass stuff over your head. Is that a game? I don't know what I'm thinking of, but basically you've got to pass whatever that was you were holding a minute ago to the person behind you, but you can only go over your head. With a little lean back, you'll find a point where the core might just have a little shake. That's fine, lean into that. That means everything is stabilising hard, we like that. One more. Relax yourself a little bit. We're going to do that again, but we're going to have arms in a big V. Big giant V shape. Give yourself 10, 20 seconds breaths. Again, 5 to 6. Arms out in this shape here. Same thing. So I'm just leaning back. Like that. Okay, ready when you are? Big V. And back. Whew. Breathing. I like to relax my arms in between. One more. Awesome. Back to standing, carefully come up. We're going to do some lateral bends. That tipping motion where if you had water in your ear, you're just going to try and pour it out. One hand is going to go overhead. To get that bend how I want it, I want your other hand to just stroke the side of your leg. It's okay because it's your leg, not someone else's. If you're stroking someone else's leg, it's a different exercise. So as one hand reaches directly overhead, let that other hand slide down, and that's going to create the movement that I want. So 5 or 6 to this side, then we'll swap. Reaching right over, and pulling that arm back in. As I said before, this is like turning on that lawnmower, which is that old school dance move, where you do that, but you're doing it overhead instead. 2 more. Lateral bends. Always make me do that Popeye face. Other side. Other hand's going to slide down. Other hand's going to reach over. I've planned quite a lot for today, but I think if we stick to 5 or 6 reps a side, we should be able to get through it all. Because it's good and it all goes together, so I want to do it all in one go. If we run over time, it's more than 20 minutes and you need to pop out, don't worry, that's fine. Awesome, rest it there. So back to our rotations where we're keeping those eyes focused. We're going to rotate the arms the other way. So we're going to step away from those arms. 6 reps with one leg moving. Eyes at me, arms long, hands doing whatever feels right for you. Step it out and move them away. So that's it. They're going towards the leg that's staying still. Pushing them right round as far as they'll go. And remember, that is only a step to the side. I don't want to make it too lungy. It's the rotation that I'm interested in, not leg day. Yes, that's right, Olivia. 1 more, and then we'll swap. Keep those eyes on me as you move those arms. Here she goes, she's going to pipe up now. She's saying my form is wrong. Other side. So left leg steps, arms the other way. Breathing. To left. And then we're back down in that kneeling position, or stay standing if you prefer. We're going to go 2 other positions. We're going to go T, so arms straight out for 5 or 6 reps, and then we're going to go upside down V. That's all I can think of in that position. A bit like if you were sunbathing, but it's not that enjoyable because we're making our core work really hard. So arms nice and wide, leaning it back, 5 or 6 reps. Slow them down if you want to do less. If they're a bit tough, because they are hard. I'm going to open that right up and take it back. I'm just going to close my arms off as I come forward, just to rest them a little bit. We did a lot of shoulders in dumbbells on Monday and my shoulders still hurt. Still got low level DOMs in them. Holding it out. Oh, hey Claire. That'll be on the video. 1 more. And the next one, no, we're not getting up yet. Claire's throwing me off. Big upside down V. So arms coming past the body. Again, 5 or 6. Keep that breath continuous. I think that one feels the weirdest. Arms at the bottom. And we're just moving that upper back in a slightly different way as we're working the whole core. 2 left. Awesome. Bring it back up. So with our strange stroke the leg overhead, we're going to pivot the foot. We're not going to pivot. We're going to step the foot forward and step it back. So this is the foot movement. It's just going forward. Foot can land straight or to the side. Everyone will do it differently. So just let your body choose the behaviour that you want. My foot likes to turn in slightly. I don't know why. But as I do that, I'm going to step forward and still go for that bend. And what I've done there is if I get those timed just right, land and bend, my body's just got to decelerate that more. I'm just bending at a slightly different angle, so I'm just making the muscles react a little bit differently. 6 on this side around about, and then we'll swap. So, getting that hand ready, stepping it forward. Doing exactly the same, tracking that hand down that leg, just to help that bend stay consistent. You like that one? 2 left. There might be 3 left, I can't count. Let's do 1 more just in case. Awesome, and other side. So other hand and other foot. Stepping forward. And I'm still going for that reach overhead or that strange lawnmower turn on. Land and stretch. It's quite racket sporty. You have to hit a ball in funny positions and stretch it, rest it there. Grab a drink. Just realised I've not had one yet and it's quite warm in here. Oh, we're doing excellent for time. Well done, everyone. So back to that little step to the side. Both arms this time, eyes fixed at me. We're going to sweep them down towards that stepping foot instead. So as far as I'll go, we're just almost brushing the side of the leg. Do you mind? It's a good job everyone can see what I'm doing as well as let me explain it. So that's all we're changing. Arms are just coming here. Eyes are locked on me because again we're just moving around that neck slightly differently while we're using the core. 6 and then swapping legs. So again, arms are nice and long, fingers at me, stepping, bringing that down and then stepping it back up. Keeping that breath nice and continuous. I know that you will all hold it in as soon as I don't say that, so I feel compelled to tell you. One more. And swapping sides. Let's have a little bit of room. Again, eyes on me. Let's have 2 more. Okay, so we're going to stay in this movement. We'll go back down to the knees in a second. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do both positions. We're going to step out, high, step back in, and low. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring that foot up and not bring it in, and just land it. I'm like balancing on one leg for just a second, and then I'm going to change my arms. I'm going to go down, and then round. So I'm just catching that landing as my arms go round like that. I feel like I demonstrated that for about 4 years, but if you don't like that, just bring the foot in each time. Change arms. So we're going to do both of those positions. Down by the foot, out to the side. Let's go for about 6 to 8. So obviously each position counts as 1 rep, and then we'll swap sides. But I quite like the little float, and then that landing just helps just make the joints, muscles react a little bit differently. So I'm going to go high first and then low, just so I know what I'm doing. Here we go, step. And then just float that foot and down. And then just move in between those 2. That's 3. Quite fun when you get it. You don't even have to lift that foot too high. It's a bit like the plop that we do in the I Hate Cardio party, but a bit more gentle. Let's have 1 more of each, and then we'll swap sides. Awesome. Left leg won't like this at all. My left leg just hates everything. Anything to do bouncing, it's not interesting. Right, so we're going to go high first, and it is, I'm just going to practice that foot. Oh yeah. It's happy, Good. 6 or 8 times through. Slow them down if you want to do less. Speed them up if you want to do more. It makes me feel really graceful. I don't have a lot of grace, I don't think. I'm always knocking things over, looking over things. Got a massive bruise on my arm. I don't even know where it's from. So if we can feel graceful in some respects, then let's lean into that. So as that foot lands, take the hands into that position. And move into between the two. Eyes are fixed on me, so still moving around that neck. Just to get a different sensation there. Normally we reach right round the head as well. One more of each after this one. I have lost count. Awesome. I really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. Right, back down onto the floor. We're going to hit all of those positions in almost like a mini pulse. So I'm going to go straight from one to the other quite quickly. So I'm going to go up, B, C, and upside down B, but not bringing myself up too much in between. So I'm almost like coming up, oh, just enough to change my arms. So it's almost like a pulse. Again, if that doesn't feel nice, keep them separate, come all the way forward in between. We're going to go through those 4 positions about 4 or 5 times. Don't hold that breath in. Your body will want to hold it in, but let it out at different points. Starting whenever you're ready. Hands are up, change to V, V, and upside down V, and back to the start. My V wasn't very good then. It was quite a lazy V, like being flattened by something. But keep it going. Let's have 2 more times through. Last one. I'm just going to have to take a break. My body's going, ah! Right, one more. Quick rest always sorts me out. Yep, that is right, Olivia. Oh, feel that. Carefully coming up. We're going to go with our strange lateral bend, but we're going to pivot the foot now. So the foot is going to go forward, and then it's going to go back, and I'm going to open that arm right back. So over the head, and then out as far as I can get it without the foot moving forward. Right, it's only small, it's not like a lunge. Lunge is a bit of a dirty word in this class. We don't call things lunges, we call them steps because we're not interested in getting loads of flexion in the hips and knees. We want to just leave them out of it really. So, kicks on this side, and then we'll swap hands. Getting that hand just to feel up that lovely leg that's not moving. Just to get that bend consistent. Stepping forward, reach overhead, step back and just open that arm out. Doesn't matter if it's high or low, just open it out, let it do what it wants to do. That breathing nice. One more. I was getting a bit tired as well. I said still a bit sore. Oh, other side. So again, we're stepping forward and then opening that out right to the back. 5 or 6 times. We're nearly done. We've got one thing left to do and then we're all done. We have gone over a little bit. Sorry, like all these things. Stretching and out. Right over the top of that head. Let them hips go. That wimpy face has come out again. One more. and then open it up to the back. Okay, we're just going to finish with getting more of that leg out in that side step. So we're going to keep arms where they were when they started at the beginning. We're going to step that out, and I'm going to bring those arms all the way round as I lift that leg. So I'm not even bringing them here, I want them round as that one leg comes out. It doesn't have to be far. If you feel wobbly, just do like a bit of is it golf or bowling, where they just spin their foot in a fancy way, but keep the toe on the ground. So if you don't like it and you're feeling them wobbles, just toe. But if you'd like to have a go, get that leg right out, and then as it lands, we're going to swing back into that position. So 5 and 6, then we'll swap legs, then we're all done. And I hope you've all really enjoyed it and you're proud of yourselves and you can go about the rest of your day going, I feel awesome and smug because I did a workout. Right, here we go. Take it round and then up that leg as high as you can. There it is. And try and spend a little count of maybe 1, 2 in that position. 2 more. Lovely. Swapping sides. Other leg. So bringing them arms. Still looking at me. Reaching. Toes and fingers are trying to get as far away from each other as possible. We're going for 2 more. It's so warm in here, I've actually got a sweaty upper lip. Awesome, rest it there, grab your drinks. Massive well done everybody. Thanks for coming as always. Pop me a little message, let me know how you found the class. Really good way to encourage other people to join who might feel a little bit apprehensive. Thanks Karen. And yeah, this replay will be in the usual places for anybody who wants to repeat, but have a nice rest of your day. Bye.